Hello everybody, it is time for another unboxing, and guess what? We have more Lupinranger Patranger stuff, and it has been a minute since we've had anything from this line, which is good and bad. Good, I'd say, in the sense that you don't want to keep nickeling and diming and buying all these little things here and there. Bad because I really like this line, I just like more stuff from it, but I think they did a good job this time with the packaging and figuring out how to get this to us at a reasonable rate. Easy for me to say. So I'm going to get into this pretty quickly. So what they did here is, since the 6th Ranger debuted, which is really the 7th Ranger, what have you. For those who don't know, his whole gimmick is that he's got a Gold Ranger and a Silver Ranger side. He's on both teams. So giving that, his Morpher and his Mecha can sort of switch back and forth. So instead of buying them individually, the way they released it here is this package comes with his Morpher, it comes with his Gold Train, his Silver Train, and then he has two other small trains, the Fire and the Thunder Train. And now you can buy all these individually packaged, or you can get this sweet box that has everything. And I think it works out a lot better since his Morpher really kind of is his Zords, his Mecha, whatever you want to call it. So to have it all together in one package is very nice. So we're going to show you the two different modes, some of the sounds that it has here, and then we're going to do the big combination of all the Lupin Pat Mecha along with this. So this is a pretty heavy. This is a pretty thick box. It's not the biggest box, but it's got a lot of heft for its size. On the top, you can see the head of the Pat version of the Mecha, along with his two different helmets. You got the trains taken off over here. Here we've got the specs for the trains, and then nothing really on the bottom. But then in the back it shows the two different modes, and then the full combination on the bottom is what we're going for. It's actually called Good Cool Kaiser, which I think is a really weird, odd name, but I'm digging it. And then the two modes here are Gunner and Slash. Obviously you can tell from what they have which one is which. We are going to slice this open, get down to business, so you can see what we have for our 6th Ranger. Oh. Okay, so for 3 little boxes, come out. Are you taped in there? Oh wait, no. Okay, got it. So I'm just going to put these back in here for ease of clearing the table. With all of this foolishness. Then we're going to slice open. Oh, see, look, they even got all the individual instructions for them, so you can tell how it goes together. I'm just pulling everything out quickly, like. So I can put this back in the box and we can get going on this. All right, got that done. So first I will pull out our Silver Train. Very nice. And then we've got our larger Gold Train, and these two combined are going to actually give us the Morpher. And then these are the auxiliary ones. I'm not going to bother doing it here today, but since they are extra mecha like this, they also can be arms for either the Lupin or Pat main mecha. And in this mode, they can be both arms and legs. But just some, some little extras. All right. There, got everything out. I'll set these aside briefly because we'll start with our main instructions here. I just want to get everything put together properly. Okay, the batteries, it looks like it actually already has batteries. They're small, they're the smaller little circular batteries. Oh, yep, it's got the pull tab. which is good because you don't have to put batteries in yourself, but it's bad because eventually they'll wear out and you will have to change them. But so it has two main different train sounds. See, the silver one is more of like a bullet train, more modern train, and then the gold one is supposed to be more like an old-timey steam engine. So you can tell by the sounds the differences like that. How do they want me to put this together? Let's see. So this is the front. They actually looks like they like it the other way around. Oh. Okay, pop that out. Yep, like that. And then this is eventually going to be the head. And then it looks like it pops on like that. Pretty simple. Let me just compare. Yeah, looks like that is the way they have the gold train. And the silver train is really just already set up the way it needs to be. There isn't really any addition to it in that sense. So next what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting together the actual changer. So they take this and they fold this down. And then they fold this. Oops. My bad. Wasn't trying to hit that. And then they take this and it attaches, I believe, in some way, shape, or form. I believe it's over here. We attach it. Oh. Oh, and then this folds in, so this attaches as well. So that's a pretty big changer, especially when you compare it to the regular Lupin one. That is a beast. Right there. Okay, so yep, you can tell it changed modes. Because now we're just getting generic firing noises. And it's showing me the buttons to push to undo everything. And let's see how they want. Okay, yeah, I got it the way they want it. So then okay, so now kind of looks like a dial for the Lupin, but it's not an actual dial. Let's see. So if you've got it like this, it tells me that I'm supposed to So that's the Lupin exchange right there. And then, so if you want to do it the other way, it says, so start it like this, and then it wants me to, oops. Police time. Very nice. Very, very cool. You switch it that way, just depending on which way you turn it. Let's see. It says here there's another one where you're just supposed to keep turning it. Let's see how that works. So that's us summoning some good old trains there. Alright, and then you push it back up to disengage it. And now as far as actually changing things together, first step it says is to attach the other trains. So let me see if I got this. Oh, first I gotta detach. Okay. Put this back up the way it was originally. Pop this back out. And then boom, you attach the extra train. Over here, probably similar story. Attach the extra train. And then they interlock. So you've got this bad boy here. He comes in the middle. Sexy. And then boom, they interlocked, of course, into a giant X. Hence the name. And then you just kind of fold them together like this. You put them a little together. Which one do I? I'll just do it whichever way they had me do it, which first they want you to take this off because you're going to need this to form the head. And they're doing the Lupin version first, so that's what I will do. No, wait. No. I know what I'm doing, guys. Don't even joke. Okay. Let's see. Did I put them in wrong? I might have put them in wrong. Let me see. Okay. Trying again. Trying again. I gotta get the X right, or else the rest of it won't work. Okay. This is the front. Oh! It's not the way you'd think it would be. The silver train attaches to the end of the gold one, and the gold one attaches to the end of the silver one. Now let's try that again. Like this. Oh wait. No. I was folding it wrong. I was right the first time. This is good comedy, right guys? Just seeing me just eat it. I was folding the X in the wrong midpoint. So if I fold it in the right midpoint, it'd be like this. Okay. And so they have silver's arms first, so that's what I will do. All right. You would think that this would be easier than it is for me, but it is not, because I am what you would call incompetent. When does this fold open? Okay, let's see. Okay, I got the legs the right way. That much I know for sure. As far as the top goes, okay, that goes to the side so it can make the X. Man, I am doing something incorrectly, guys. I am just having a day and a half. We will figure this out eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. I gotta look at this one more time. Okay. I wish these instructions were like in color, because if they were in color, then there's no way I could make a mistake. Okay. Folding back out, taking another look. Okay. This is over here. This is over here. These are folded out. And it looks like they're on opposite sides than what they are. Okay. Hey, that's working better. All right. I do wonder if there's like an actual way to keep this locked in more, the middle part. But I think I'm doing okay now. All right. So I've got that locked in, and then I take the head part. Ignore everything that just happened, because I was just a complete utter clown show. This goes like here. This head goes back. So it's got the blue head showing. And then you simply attach it. I say simply, but how much of this has been simple for me? Oh, okay. So this actually is what keeps it in place. Sort of locks back there. And now, I'll say the one big thing. Ooh, I'm sorry guys, I am sweating a little bit. It is like it's almost 90 degrees here and I'm in friggin' Michigan. I will say the head, like in the back, you see it kind of protrudes. That's the hard part when you're trying to get two unique faces out of one piece of plastic, is you have to try to be creative with it, and it doesn't always look good because the head for the red one you'll see is a lot bigger when it shows up. This one, it kind of looks tiny. And of course, you've got this giant, this is also the big thing is that this is a giant trigger that's used for the morpher, but you still have to find somewhere to put it when you combine the mecha. So it ends up on the chest, and it's always kind of in the way a little bit. Let's see the noises. So it doesn't really add new noises. So from there, it should be easier to cross-combine again, one would hope. Let's see. Okay. So I will take this back off. Oh, and there's actually 3 heads on this because the full combination one has its own little head. So, realistically, I should just be able to do this. Put these down as legs. Put this down as an arm. Put this down as an arm. All right, like that. This folds up. Oops. And out. And this headpiece goes so this is what connects to the back. Then this has to fold down. So the red face goes in front of the blue face. And then it combines in the back the same way. And let's see. Yeah, that is how it combines into the red mode. You see how easy it was to switch modes once you got it right once you finally got the first one right? It all of a sudden came together a heck of a lot easier. Amazing how that works. And so I'm going to do the final combination, but before I do that, I want to go over the noises, because as you can see, all four of them, the gold train, the silver train, the fire, and the thunder, can be used with the original morpher. So I just want to go over those really quickly. As far as this design-wise, I actually think this looks a little bit better. This is a little more obtrusive, but the fact that it's got the Gatling gun is kind of neat. And, you know, the proportions for the arms and legs aren't that bad. That's always the problem, is when you have like a changer, kind of like the red and the blue modes of the Time Force Megazord, is legs are always much bigger than arms, so you have to be really careful with the proportions if you're going to be able to switch the arms with the legs. Also like the Q Ranger mecha last year. But overall, I thought the proportions were pretty good. I thought they were going to be worse, but they actually were pretty good. So anyway, let's check out some of these noises quickly. Let's see. Let's see if this talks about that first at all here. Yep, so let's just... I wonder if it does anything different if I put it on the hat side. I think that was the same. Alright, let's check out some more while we're here. See, they're just popping everywhere. What was that saying? I'm not sure. I don't know what that is saying. Is it saying New Ranger? I don't know what that's saying. If anybody knows what that's saying, please let me know. I'm not sure. Alright, last one. Okay. So as expected, these two are giving me like the new Ranger thing, whatever it's saying, because they are part of Lupin and Pat X's main form. Fire and Thunder are boosts just like any of the other auxiliary ones. So, but they are all unique, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so now I'm gonna do the final combination. Please bear with me. The final combination, again, it's the 3 Lupins, the 3 Pats, the 4 auxiliary mech from Gold Silver, and Good Striker. So that's an 11-piece combination. Let's try to get it together. I'm gonna try to bang this out as fast as possible, but knowing me, you never know. Okay, so I've already got this in the position it needs to be. This one has the legs down, like they want. Got the wings are out still. And then I'm using these two. And his feet are supposed to interconnect with it. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, so there's these come up off the sides. So it connects in there. So it only connects on one side, I believe, which I actually don't think is the greatest idea to only connect on one side. Okay. And then you pop this one up and you put it in the same spot. Okay. And boy, this is a pretty common thing with these big combiners now, is where you just take other mecha and you just basically make them slippers. That's become a big thing. First time I remember that being a really main deal was Go-Onger with the orange alligator. Let's see, got those on. Next up, it's giving me a back view, and it's showing me, oh, I gotta take this apart. Okay. Let's see. Don't know what to do, the monkeys won't do. Okay. This shows me this view here. Sometimes it is easier to just look at the box picture as opposed to what you've actually got. Alright, so it's got it like this. And how does that combine? So from the back, I'm looking at it like this, which means down here connects to, is it the wing itself? It is. It's the wing itself. Okay. And that pops right in. So over here, I've got this up. I've got this fold. Ease yourself. This folds in. Same thing. This is the top. Like this. Right? Where is the connector piece? So this is going to connect in there. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay. This has to go in like this, right? Aha, like that. Easier said than done. I don't know how they want that to hang off. Like, what's the proper way to make that hang off? Because you feel like you wouldn't want it. I guess. No, they have it right. They have it in the middle. So I'll keep it in the middle for now. And then pop this arm back on. As one does. Like this. Okay. So that's going to be a little back heavy there. How am I looking? I'm looking pretty close. I don't know. We'll see. Because when I have it like this forward, I'm just trying to get it all in proper position so it looks like it's actually in battle mode. They have the arms out like that a bit more. Oh, okay. I'm seeing it now. They actually want this folded the other way in, which I think actually makes sense because it provides more stability. Oh yeah, and then this connects. Haha, it clicks. I like that. I'm a fan of that. Looking good. Let's see. Next up is the sides. So we're going to take green and we're going to take pink. And we're just going to throw them on the sides, which admittedly isn't the coolest idea in the world. You want to put them out in battle mode. And then you just pop them on. Oh, they have little hooks. So it kind of has to be in battle mode, because that gives them more length. And you just pop them on the sides. Simple as simple does. And now the feet are actually kind of massive, which is not the greatest thing in the world. And as you can see, like I just showed you when you lift it up, they kind of want to come off. So that's not a great detail. There might be another clip thing down there, but I really don't think there is. I don't feel like I missed anything at all when it comes to the clips. Yeah, I only see one clip on each side. So, unless I'm missing something, I don't know what's happened with that, Chief. Oh, I didn't even look at these little instructions. Let me just take a quick look. Because these are individual instructions for Fire and Thunder. And, yeah, there's not much there. That doesn't really tell me anything new. So I don't need to look at either of these. Anyway, next up is going to be blue and yellow. We're going to put some Lupin on this now. Get our Lupin on. Okay. And again, just looking at the box helps the most. You're pretty much just putting them out in the way that they normally are when they're arms. So, like so. And he goes on this side. Two guys go on that side. And then the two girls are going to go on the other side. Simple as. Boom! Got those attached. What is next? Next they want me to put the head on. Head goes in the middle. Let's see how they have it. So like this. Perfect. And yeah, and that shows the final head, and then you just put him right in the middle in the clip that the Red Ranger, either Red Ranger would normally be. So you pop him on like that. And then all we have left are the two reds. So you really don't do anything at all with Kyrie's. You just pop him right in the middle. So he's just like a chest piece. And then same thing with this one. You don't really do anything to him. You just pop him on the top. Like that. And then you are done forming the mecha. Let me take a look. All right. Okay. Just going to show it to you. So things that stand out are always like gaps. to me. Like the big gap between the chest here, that's kind of weak. The fact that the two reds are really literally just sitting on top and on the front, like you don't do anything with them, you don't change the way they're combined. Nothing really changes the way it's combined. It's really just thrown in different spots. The two arms up top, the two arms down below. It's weird. It's one of those combiner mechs that if you're just looking at it, it looks fine. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it looks fine. But it's one of those that you can't really do anything with. Because as I showed you, the leg pieces are begging to fall off. And there's with the wings out, the arms can't really move. Plus these arms are too big. You know, there's no fist to them. They're just throw-on arms. It's one of those that definitely looks better on paper than it does in practice. I don't hate it necessarily because I like a lot of these mech. I think they're all very cool and uniquely designed. And I like seeing them together. But then when you put them all into one giant piece, it doesn't really come together. Even, especially color-wise, you have like this brighter blue that's just chilling here that doesn't really go with anything else. It's too yellow heavy over here with the gold and the yellow together. I don't want to come off like some negative person where I'm just saying this is bad, because it's very kitschy. I think that's the word I'll use. It's kitschy. It's one of those where while it is a cluster, there is something kind of lovable about it, how it's just very weird. So I guess I'll say that. Overall, not the greatest thing, not the worst thing, just a very weird thing, I guess. Just very weird is what I would say. But, you know, if you have any opinions on this, you want to tell me what you think about it, please say something below. Mock me for my inability to form an X, because that was difficult. Making this video probably insanely long. It's probably 20-30 minutes. I don't even know. I got to get to the end of it. But anyway, guys, that is all I have right now for the Lupinranger Patranger Mecha Collection. We just recently saw pictures of other stuff that's coming out. There's like a weapon for Lupin X that turns into a mecha, very Zubonish from Patranger type of feel. There are some movie mecha coming up that's repaints of like Good Striker. And I think each team gets at least another arm attachment. So there's a little bit more coming from Lupinranger Patranger. We're only a little more than halfway through the series. So all that sort of good stuff will be coming up soon. As far as other videos I have, there's going to be some Loot Crate coming up in the near future. It looks like there's a lot of Power Rangers stuff from Loot Crate and the Loot Crate Deluxe and in the wearables. So I'm going to try to get all those, show those off to you if I can. Other than that, that's all I have for now. I will be at Power Morphicon. That is in a month in Anaheim. It's in Anaheim this year, first time they've moved. So if you see me there, if you like the videos, you know, you can always come up and say hi, whatever. I'm going to be doing some stuff with No Pink Spandex. We're just going to be milling around, doing all of our different stuff. So hopefully you can come out if you're a Power Rangers fan, see all the good stuff, see all the guests. But until then, for me personally, as always with this channel, just like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, everything you can possibly do. Share this video so people see what's up with all my foolishness and my nonsense and my giant toys. And until next time, I am Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, saying to you that forever and always, with my dumb dialy toys with arms that are giant and legs that don't like to stay on, I am going to be King of the Geeks. I just dropped Rick. Rick just fell when I stood up. Did you see that? Rick just fell down. I want to pull this forward and I want to like show you things up close like I normally do to end a video, but I don't trust myself picking it up. So you're just gonna have to gaze and think of witty things on your own.